Right, it seems that I'm an idiot. Yeah, I guess I don't get the fact that if you play a song on your video just because you like it, it has a lot of copyright laws behind it and you can't just play songs willy-nilly. So I guess so then Tom's YouTube channel doesn't get taken down. I'll have to perform an a cappella version for you myself to get around it. So, here goes. Got a taste for waste and a taste in the blood. Man, I heard her when I screamed, the chop, the sun caught the slug. Relayed this to no choice and listen to the straight up man before they banned the voice. While I ride to the rhythm of the pop, remember the first ginger to run is the first to get shot. Whoever it and what I say is betraying negativity. Need to come and get it in the city with me and find the black and crack the fact that take that shit back, cause they don't wanna fuck with that. There's too many gingers to try to calm, and motherfuckers could get it, nobody would've fucked with it. Appetite for destruction, a hitter gonna get more shit. You gotta commit murder in the first degree, a manslaughter, taking the life of his wife and young daughter. A whole city of bitches that look sucked up, and a ginger that's killing it straight fucked up. Whoever saying, and I'm saying for greed, that I ain't anyone trying to feed my appetite for destruction. Yeah, I know who I'm talking to. Now. Hello there. Whoa. Glad we got that out of the way. Put that there. So as you can already tell by the little timer over there, you can tell that this is going to be a long video. It's mainly because of the fact that in this video I got quite a lot to say, and I hope you enjoy this video. Now, next generation in gaming. It's been around for, I don't know, a year and a half now. Year and a half it's been, and since the E3 in 2013, it's been quite a rollercoaster ride, and we've seen some fantastic games come out, and we've managed to enjoy them great games and in better quality, and this also shows the potential of gaming in the future. However, there just seems to be a couple of games that are more about the beauty of it than the gameplay, and there also seems to be a couple of games that didn't even bother, and I feel quite a similar way to these sort of games, and I just feel that improvements need to be made. But of course, it's only been around for a year and a half. Improvements will be needed to make and to be processed over, of course. So I have my collection of PS4 games. Not all of them, because some of them are sequels, and basically I'm talking about the franchises and not the games themselves. However, some of them are just the games themselves, of which I would like to talk to you about. So, I'm not going to say what's... And for the purpose of entertainment, I'm not going to say what's good about them. I'm going to say what I absolutely despise about them. So, take a seat back, relax. You might want to pause the video and go get a couple of snacks. You might want to go invite some friends over and go to DaGiNGeR42 to put out a new video. You might want to see it. It's amazing. So, to let yourself enjoy this video, we'll begin. Number 1. The first game that I actually got for PlayStation 4. Killzone Shadowfall. Now, to the benefit of the doubt of this game, it is the graphics are stunning. They look absolutely. It's just basically just a thing that just says this is next gen gaming, which is great. However, I played this game once, and I haven't picked it up again. The only time that I picked it up was just then. That's the last time, and God, it's very repetitive, I'll say, and the fact that I haven't played it again, I think kind of shows it. But mind you, most first title, pre-release titles come out like this. They just basically show off the potential of the console. You know, they show you what you are about to expect from the next 5, 6, 7 years, which does show the graphics. It does show very nice potential indeed. But However, I haven't picked it up, so it kind of shows how not very good the game was. Next, though, we're coming up with but quite a few of you might have this game, Destiny. Yeah, I got this game on this Christmas, actually. I got it last Christmas, Christmas 2014. I was really late to the party getting this game because it was apparently going to be the next franchise that was going to go around for the next 10 or so years, and it was going to be one of the big boys that would compete with Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo, the lot. Except that their first game, in their defense, looks nice, but it's extremely repetitive. It's just go here, shoot them, go in here, find that, pick up that, shoot them, shoot more bad guys, go here. Oh, Ghost is going to do something. You will go lock it up in something. You go attack some other people. And it's the same thing over and over and over again. And just... No. I'm not going to... I don't want to do the same bloody mission over and over again. Just with more RP. And I haven't played online on it. It's mainly because of the fact that... it's not really one that my friends are really interested in, so which is fair enough. You know, they didn't want to pick it up, and they don't want to play online, which is again fair enough. And I don't particularly want to be going playing with some random geezers. I'd rather not. So that is Destiny. Prepare to see it in the next tens of years, in which that's probably going to be one of the best gaming franchises of all time. And yet their first one was absolutely dreadful. So the second one, it can only improve better, but it's very hard. You cannot make a second first impression, as we all know. The next one is it's a PlayStation launch title. I've gone with them first. It's mainly because of the fact that they're all very similar. But this game, on the other hand, that has happened to it. As you can see, the little bottom bits come out. Yeah, that's how bad this game is. It's not that the fact that it's bad, it's just that it annoys me. And that's the game I'm on about, Drive Club. Now, I heard that EA Sports' The Crew, the alternative to this game, it was not any better. It was actually worse. So that at least showed me that I made the good choice in picking up this game. However, it wasn't really that great. It's not exactly brilliant. I mean, I was expecting like something like Need for Speed or something, but with friends that you can play with each other, and you can play with your friends to be fair, but it just seems quite limited to the fact that you've only got 6 people to put in your club, and it's actually quite hard to find a club. You have to have a friend to get it, or you just have to pray that somebody lets you in the club. And I usually play offline to get the stars, and boy, the challenges on there are absolute dog shite. I have not enjoyed them. Thank God that there's a restart, otherwise I'd just be hours on end just doing that game. And online, on the other hand, it just seems like there are many people on there that are purposely willing enough to go try and take you off. They just don't. This game encourages precision. Precision driving, in which you clean overtakes and nice drifts and really nice looking racing, not crashing your opponent out so then that he can no longer get there. And it doesn't disqualify them or anything. It just takes away a couple of their points. Now, I'm sure, being an online gamer, I'm sure that they'll be able to miss them points. I'm sure they'll be okay. We still get the win. That's the process. That's what they're going to be thinking. And that's just something that's bloody... I don't even know the bloody game company that did this. Evolution Studios should have looked at. Bloody hell. So, PSN titles are not very good, I suppose. Another game that I would like to talk about. Now, this... Battlefield, the predecessor, Battlefield 3... was amazing. It competed with Call of Duty, and I probably would say that Battlefield 3 is probably the reason why Call of Duty is in the state that it's in. But Battlefield 4, not any better. It was almost like it was a copy and paste, except for the campaign. The campaign was actually really good. It had some decent moments. I mean, the first mission was absolutely amazing, but then on it just... And it just seemed like it wanted to take epic moments and things like that, like Call of Duty. It was just trying to follow that with the campaign. But the multiplayer is actually very realistic, but the thing is that it's quite tactical. You have to really get into it. It's all about leadership and teamwork. It's, real life skills that you would learn as an army lieutenant or whatever, as a soldier, and it just it's not exactly what you want in a game. I mean, some people actually do like that. Some people think, yes, it's not going to be like Call of Duty where people are just going to be running around throwing grenades at each other and just blasting each other and dying instantly. No, it's actually going to be tactics, and it's actually going to be warfare, which is great, which is fantastic. It's really good that the fact that they're doing that. But they had that in Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4, there wasn't really much mechanics. The maps, though, was pretty good, and the fact that you could destroy buildings and stuff. However, there was, server problems. It is an EA game, so... but, however, it's not the first of EA games on this, so prepare yourselves. Next, though, is this PS4 exclusive, Minecraft. This is actually a good game. I can't find any negatives, to be honest. Just forget that. Forget I said anything. That was not a game that I mentioned. Tons of negatives. Like Battlefield 4, bad servers and all that. Another EA Sports title, Madden. Now, this, again, like I say, it's nice and all, and, it looks good, but... it just seems quite repetitive. And the thing is, they actually use some of the mechanics that they've had for quite a while. It's just that the fact that we haven't noticed them in anything. Bloody hell, 11 minutes. And one thing that really does annoy me is that the fact that it's... the fact that Bill Belichick is not on the game. I don't know who the hell the head. I think it's like Chad Masters or something. I don't know if it's like legal reasons, but come on, EA. I mean, at least at Madden 13, he was called NE head coach. It was very annoying, and it still is. And the fact is, on career mode, when I ever do a career mode with the Patriots, Tom Brady retires in the first bloody season. He's still going on. This was 2014. I didn't buy Madden 15 for whatever reason. I just didn't feel like a Madden game was really important. But yeah, the Patriots won the Super Bowl, so I really should have probably bought it. I might buy Madden 16 because Patriots will probably be the best team on the game, which will be very nice. And as you may not already know, I am a Patriots fan. And, I've been a Patriots fan for a long time. That poster has been up there for a long time. It's not because they just recently won the Super Bowl. It's not because of that, right? So, it might have been because of the fact that it's an in-depth story which you are not going to hear right now. Anyways, so this game, it just seems like in the career mode, Tom Brady retires in the first season. He's still going strong today, and he's recently got a suspension, but there's no talks of him retiring. It's going to be a while before he retires. Not like tens of years from now, but, probably in like the next, 3-4 years, probably. It's going to be to the point in which he feels that he can't contribute to the Patriots no more. And when Bill Belichick feels that the the second quarterback will be able to fill in his shoes, or he'll be able to find a quarterback to fill his shoes, because it's going to be fucking difficult. Oh, pardon my language. But anyways, I'm just really annoyed at the fact that I'm just scrambling around for a quarterback straight after the second season because our best player is retired. Shout out to Tom Barnes, as he also did a video with a coffee mug, suggesting my channel. So yeah, and also trading is a bitch. honestly, you have to numb things down so much. It's just, how about that how about that wide receiver? You don't need, he's not on the first team, and I'll give you like a good replacement quarterback. He's not my best quarterback, but he's a good replacement for you. No, he's worse. We want, I don't know, you can have our reserve player who you don't need because he's utter shit. Just bloody fuck. Just it angers me so much, and it is very annoying. Owner mode though is amazing. That is one of the reasons why I got this game, is because of owner mode. It's just, you can be if you try to be a nice owner or a reasonable owner like I do, I usually put down the prices to realistic, so then my fans can at least enjoy the game. But then I'm hearing on the social media, the fans' social media, is that the fact that one of my staff members was bitching me off, saying, "Oh, the owner's just looking for money. That's why the prices are cheaper." Bitch, he would be sacked immediately. He'd be, get the fuck out of my office. But no, that's not an option. He can twat off the owner all he likes. I would like to fuck him in the ass royally. I should probably put this down before I break it, damage it. But I would like to destroy him. Get the fuck out of here. You have no right to sack me off like that. It's just, that's insulting. I mean, I'm putting the prices down because I'm a reasonable man. I understand that not everyone can afford bloody £2 chips. Put them down to $1. $2 chips, and put them down to $1, which I think is still ridiculous. I'd like to put them down to something reasonable. Just and you can also be a right twat. You can put like ticket prices. You can put ticket prices for like $1,000. I think one of the most, you can put like a signed American football for like $4,000. It would just come to the point where where the fans have to mortgage their house just to see a game. It's amazing. But there is that option. I don't go for it, but I can imagine there'll be some people who will. It's like you can charge about $21 for a shake. For just a milkshake. It is quite funny. Anyways, let's get on to yet another EA Sports game. No, but this is actually one of their best games because of the fact that it's actually competing with someone, and they actually have to put in some effort. Ooh, NBA Live, the returning NBA Live, on the bloody 2006. I used to have NBA Live on the Wii. Me and my brother, we used to play it, and it was really good. Mind you, that was the Wii. This is next gen, actual legit gaming. And when the NBA Live was returning, I was actually looking forward to it because NBA 2K11, I felt was it wasn't the greatest of basketball games, and I actually, I wanted to see EA Sports getting on this, because I would actually get to see the potential of EA Sports actually making a good game, because of the fact that they have to compete with 2K Sports, they have to compete with them, and they actually have to make their games legitimate, and they have to make them competing up there, and which it is, but 2K Sports didn't have the greatest of years, with 2K14 actually being one of the worst games they made. And this, it was pretty good for the fact that it's just come back after its absence. But there are some problems. It's like I've seen glitches in my Boston Celtics career mode. Yes, I know, Boston fanboy. What about it? And I see problems like where I remember it was just Rajon Rondo was making a play, passed it to Gerald Wallace. Gerald Wallace just freezes. He doesn't catch the ball, and he's just stood there. So, he's just like frozen like that. And it's just, I can't make a move. If I pass the ball to him, he won't react. It'll just go through his body. Shouldn't that be sorted? I think that should be sorted. I'm pretty sure Gerald Wallace would not do that in a game. And if you take him off and put him on the bench, he's just stood like that on the bench. but in a tracksuit bottom like everyone else. He's just stood like that. It's creepy as fuck. Just, and I complained about the trades on Madden. Bloody hell, they're even worse on this game. Look, even if you put up a 79 point guard and put on for 78 shooting guard, they will still reject it because of the fact, oh, we don't want to spoil the starting team. Oh, sorry, I didn't think that a 78 shooting guard was on your starting team. I thought he was on the bench. No, turns out your 86 shooting guard is just... No, he's not there. You can have him. Alright, I will. No, we don't want to affect the starting team too much. Fuck's sake, man. It's very annoying. And just, and even when you put your player up, oh, bloody hell. Even when you put your player up for transfer, you just you put him up for like a trade, just like so you basically just ask the clubs, yo, if you want an offer for these guys, if you want to put in a good offer, I'll accept it. God, the offers they put in, they put like, I'll put my 66 rated shit for brains centre, who's basically rubbish. He can't even do anything. He's just there to be on. He's just there to fill in a position. Yeah, we'll have him for one of your top players. Oh yeah, you don't think it's good enough? We'll put in a second round draft pick, which you're probably not going to be interested in. We'll put that in as well. You rat motherfuckers. And so, this game is... I play it on occasions. It's mainly because of the fact that basketball... I'm not exactly big on basketball, especially after the Celtics are not doing any good, but that's not important. Anyway, so that's another title. Moving on to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, I have a story of how I got this game. First off, let me just see how long this bloody hell, 21 minutes. Now, let me tell you of how I got this game. Right, we went into game, me and my dad, we went into game because of the fact that I was an 18. I was only 17 at the time. But I was on the verge of turning 18, so technically I'm allowed to have this game. And I was looking around just to see, right, I've got some money on me, my money, not my dad's money. So, let's see what I can buy. And I saw a pre-earned version of this for 36 quid. And I thought, it's a bit hefty price, but I might not be able to get it cheaper. So I thought, all right, I'll grab a bit of Call of Duty. I'll grab a bit of Call of Duty banter, but Call of Duty quality banter. So then I put it in. The guy, he was all right, and it was, oh, do you have a games card? No. All right, yeah, okay, thank you. See you later. We go into Tesco because my brother wants to go get something from Tesco, which I don't remember. But I just said to my dad, can I just go upstairs and look at the DVDs? I'm not going to buy them. I just want to have a look at them because usually I do that if I get bored at the Tesco that we have in our shopping mall, St. Stephen's, for those of you locals. So we go up, I go up and I go look at the DVD. I look at the games as well just to see if there's any releases out or any pre-orders that are coming soon, because usually Tesco usually do show. And what do I see? I see this. Brand new, 25 quid. I flipped. Honestly, I'll put this down. I mean, I was just like, the rat motherfuckers at Game put a pre-owned version for 36 and Tesco, and brand new one, 25 quid. 11 pound. And my dad works at Tesco. We could have got a discount. So, I mean, it didn't matter because the fact that we just went into game, refunded it, just said, we just had to make some bullshit up saying like, the wife bought one this morning for him, and just, oh yeah, that's fine, so they accepted it. And to be fair, the guy was actually okay with it. He actually said, no, this happens quite a lot. It's not that the fact that across the way, there's across the mall, there's a better price, and we definitely did get that, and I got it for a much cheaper price, and just Game, you are fucking shit. I know that I've said about next gen needs to improve, but you need to fucking improve as well. Come on, at least compete. They're putting a new one, 11 quid cheaper. I mean, come on. And by the way, for those of you who are actually thinking about buying games and thinking that pre-owned are bargains, make sure you go around the other stores that may sell the same game, just in case if there is any of that. So then you don't turn into a near mistake like I did. At least my dad was at least happy with it. My mum, on the other hand, she wasn't bothered. She wasn't bothered with the fact that I was saving money. No, not bothered by it at all. Anyways, let's move on with this game, Far Cry 4. Limited edition. Do you know what you get for your limited edition? Let me just say, you get a Herc's Redemption limited edition. Save Herc from imprisonment in 3 action-packed single-player missions, which I haven't played. And also, eliminate your enemies with a badass, not the badass, a badass harpoon gun. Harpoon gun. No, thank you. I'd rather not. Maybe to take out like sharks and stuff, but not for me, mate. Not for me. I'd rather just standard RPG bants for me. Thank you very much. Anyways, what annoys me about this game? Not much, to be honest. It's actually a really good game. I showed you gameplay, but the fact that the last video that I made was a bit. I thought it was quite. It could have been better because it was because of the fact that I was taking on Belt. I was gonna put in the same video. I was gonna put me taking on the outposts, but then I thought there are like 14 different outposts I need to take out. So I'll need to probably make another video. Otherwise, it's gonna go way too long. Very similar to maybe the length of this video. Sorry, making a 26-minute video is quite tiring. And yeah, also some of the animals are just. I remember I didn't film it. It was just trying to fire these guys. The elephant gets in the way. May shoot the elephant in the arse accidentally, and then next thing you know, the elephant is just all out attacking me. Just, mother, get the fuck back. And the bloody eagles fucking shit me up on this game. I mean, they didn't shit me up in that video. I don't know if they shut you guys up, but they shut me. There's sometimes, on occasions, if you don't expect them, you're just walking around minding your own business. Next thing you know, it's just, just get the fuck out of here. Go to some other place. Go to Willoughby Road. That annoyed people over there. Bloody hell! Pig and Min, just well, he's not a dick. He's I wouldn't say he's an alright villain. I wouldn't say he's as good as Vass. He is not as good as Vass from Far Cry 3. He was one of the greatest villains I've ever taken on. Vass, you're probably not watching because you don't exist, but I respect to you, buddy, respect to you, because it's just a pirate fighting the power, and I respected that of him, and I liked his character. It was very nice, even though he was a twat. Anyways, moving on to the big games. Ooh, boy, do I have a lot to say about these. So you might want to repause the video, get some more snacks. You might have to. I know it's gone long enough as it is, but I've got a lot more to say with the next one. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, coming into next generation consoles, this was one of the best games that have ever come out for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and PC, even though not many people bother with that. But, well, I don't anyways. But anyways, Grand Theft Auto 5, when you go play the campaign, is brilliant. When you go in, brilliant. You know, when you do the missions, brilliant. Heists, brilliant. Online, good concept. However, there is a lot of things that you can learn from GTA Online. 1, patience is a virtue. You know, you just gotta learn to wait and relax in life. Especially after you're waiting 15 years on a loading screen, waiting to go into the next fucking server. And also when you go into that server and then it says that the server connections is lost due to an unknown network error. Please return to Grand Theft Auto 5. Fuck off. Just, it does annoy me. It does annoy me. And the fact that the community is a load of wankers. Now, I respect the people. Putting a light on. Light off, actually, yeah. I respect the people that just act like a normal human being, or just like a normal player. Just ride around, don't do anything. Yeah, they may have the cops on them, but that's fine. I'll get onto the cops in a minute. But they at least don't bother you. And at least if they do bother you, it'll probably be they'll offer a ride just to, oh, play with me and stuff like that. But some of the people, the utter twats on that server, you're just walking around minding your own business, going to your car. Next thing you know, someone's throwing a C4 at your car. Just standard bans. Just, that's what I thought I'd do. I've just got this C4 on me. Just thought I'd pop it on your car. Yeah. How about I pop a C4 on your face next time I see you? But no, because usually, as soon as they've done that, and they've paid the insurance fee that they don't give a shit about, and the fact that you have to go pick up your car, and the fact that you have to call the insurance company to do so, and sometimes sometimes there'll be some people out there who don't have any money. So if they go and destroy a car, they won't have to pay any money. So it has no consequence. It will just a little notification. Oh, you're a bad sport. Not many people are going to bother with that. So they're not going to get $2,000 at the end of a GTA week. They're not going to bother with that. And Rockstar, you need to sort this out. Do what, I don't know what game it is, but there is a game out there. Some of you may know it, some of you may not. But it is it's got the greatest punishment system ever. If you are caught trolling, you are banned from that game. You cannot go online. Beautiful. Just beautiful. 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 Get them out of here. And and the only way you can get back on is if you make a YouTube video and publicly apologize publicly apologize for your actions and say you'll never do it again. And if you do it again, you're taken off online. You want to make a YouTube video, or they will just say, no, you didn't go with your apology. You're not coming back online. Get those motherfuckers out of here. Thank you. At least someone's doing it right. So just get, send them buggers. Get the fuck out of here. Just let us play the game. And boy, when them buggers, when they go shooting C4 and they got the cops on them and then they're running away, next thing you know, you just watch them. You're getting caught by the cops, you shithead. Next thing you know, the cops turn on you. You're just watching them. The cops are so irritable. If you do a single little thing, if you, run towards someone and someone's in the way and they fall over, 1-star wanted level. Cops are all over. And even if you go into a car and go into a dark alley, they will not quit trying to find you. It takes about 3 minutes to lose the cops. It wastes so much time. It's like when you do it in missions, it's just incredibly difficult to lose them. But and some of the missions are just absolute adversary mode. It's absolute dog shite. Sometimes vehicle death matches. Those are utter dog shite. And boy, everyone's favourite mode, GTA Heists, which had so much ability, so much hype. The hype was penetrating the game itself, and everyone was waiting so then that they can go and make a heist like they do in the campaign and bring it into the online world so then that they can smack shit up with their friends, which, yes, is good, but the hype around it, and it's not as good as campaign. You can't choose the way that you want to do it. You have to do it how the game wants you to do it. The only thing that you can choose is the people that do the jobs and what order you do them in. That's all you can do. Just, you can't choose how you enter it like you can on campaign mode. And also, the heist plans are fucking shite. Now, the first one is good. The first one shows potential. You're doing it with another guy, and you know, you do the mission, you get away in the armoured car, and just like, yeah, you did it. You're doing really well. And then you go to Lester's piss-up place. For those of you who don't know, if you are getting chased by the cops and you want to go into a different session, like to invite your friends, Lester will send you a text message saying that, you know, if you want to get rid of the cops, you'll have to pay $200. And you pay $200, that $200 is going up to his Christmas piss-up fund. So then he can basically just go to a bartender and just say, what will it be, Lester? Oh, I'll have a vodka martini marchetta, you know, whatever the hell that he orders. So you got money for that? Good old Algernon 1, good old Harry 244, good old Ninja Min 97. They're all paying. They're all paying for it. DaGiNGeR42, is he paying? No, because he's smart enough and he doesn't pay his money to Lester. That's why. Oh yeah, also Georgina XXX. She also pays money to Lester's Christmas piss-up fund. And also the fact that in just sorry about this. I've decided not to edit this video, as you probably already guessed. I've decided not to edit it because of the fact that it is 35 minutes long. So you're just going to have to enjoy the mistakes that I make, and you're just going to have to enjoy the from me. Anyways, the heist afterwards are just terrible. I mean, the prison bus one, it's actually a good concept, and the fact that you have to get someone out of jail, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna go get this guy out of jail, we're gonna do proper prison break, Shawshank Redemption kind of this shit. Boom, we're getting this paper, yo. And then when you get this set up, you get the bus, you get the team together, you know, it's really great, and you're getting ready for it. You go through all the struggles, especially, you know, with the, you know, oh my god, ooh, it does bring out some pretty good moments. But then the final heist comes. Boy, was that final heist disappointing. So basically, what you do is that two people are assembled. One person is the pilot, one person is demolition. The two other people are supposed to be going in there. And the two people that it was me and we'll just call this guy Nick Turner. Me and Nick Turner was basically just going in, and we was going in. He was the prisoner, I was the prison guard. Obviously, being an officer, ping bang boom ping, you know it's Danny Hawkins, bringing it, going around, cruising around town in a prison bus with the guy behind me, Nick Turner, behind me, as he's called. He may or may not be called Nick Turner. So then basically we just ride in, you know, we go proper stealth mode, just like, you know, we don't want to get caught, and he's just like, just the one? Oh, well, I thought the drug charges was getting the prisons filled up. And then we go in again, and then I take him out, I hit him, you know, with my gun, and I'm just like, yo, I want to do this again, and I just like, am I able to like hit him multiple times? You know, am I not able to do that? No, you're not able to do that, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just walking in, just like, right, so what's the plan then? Are we just like gonna go up the stairs? Are we gonna go in the prison, just like as a prison guard? Are we just gonna go to the professor and just go, psst, hey, where people trying to get you out of here? We thought that this was proper stealth mode, so it was like, right, get in character, come on. Right, I'm holding the gun, and he's just there, and then next thing you know, one of the security guards says, stop or I'll shoot. I just basically because obviously I can't communicate with him, I just walk up to him and just like, yeah, I'm right here, and stuff like that. Can I have pizza, please, Mom? Okay, how did you get out today? I went on fine, but I had a nosebleed. Oh. Did you do your revision thing there? Yeah, I did. So what do you think about tomorrow? Well, about tomorrow, I'm feeling fairly confident with it. I'm a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a lot more comfortable with my keys of language, which is what I came in to do, so. Right, and you got any revision you can do tonight, or? Yeah, there is. You feel alright about it all, or what? You're not going, are you? I'm not. Ah. I just haven't been changed. Do you feel alright about it then? Yeah. So you want a good night's sleep tonight? Yeah. And then your dad's dropping off early tomorrow, isn't he? Yeah, he is. And are you there all day tomorrow then? I'm there till 10:03. Alright, okay. Right, you alright, Matt? Sorry about that. Anyways, So, yeah, and then, you know, one of the security guards goes up and says, yo, you know, stop or I'll shoot. I just basically just go up to him and just like, yo, I'm here, I've got him, you know, he's under my control, I'm going to tell him what to do, you don't have to do anything, okay, I've got this, mate, okay, right, buddy, let's go. Right, so then we continue, next thing you know, Nick Turner, as he may or may not be called, dies. Just... So then Nick dies. The heist is, it says Nick Turner has died, and then I shoot him, and then next thing you know, I'm getting shot at, and then I just think, what the? And then it says heist failed. I was just like, wait, so did we not go stealth? We were acting pretty stealthy. We was very stealthy, and just so we go back in. And we just think, right, okay, is there like a different exit that we might have to go through? No other exit. The only way to go is that way. And so we decided, right, we'll try and avoid the guard. He still shot us. It's just every time. And I just thought, well, I can't exactly sneak up on him and kill him. Just like, I couldn't do that. So it just elaborated to us just, how the hell are we going to take this? How? And then it just came to us at the fact that you can't do the stealthy. We looked online. You can't do it stealthy. And the thing was, when we didn't do it stealthy, the guy said, oh, okay, so that didn't work. So, where are we meant to do it stealthy? So we did it again. And we couldn't find a way to do it stealthy. And nobody else online has been able to do it proper stealthy. Just... What's the bloody point of just doing that? It's just, we could have thought of a better plan. We actually did thought of a better plan, which I may release if you want to know in the comments.
He's having spaghetti. Do you want spaghetti or do you want the pizza?
No, I love the pizza. Can't remember where I was. We actually did think of a better plan, and I might actually let you know in the comments below if you want to know. Or I might just, you know, release it on another video. You never know. However, and then, you know, we eventually do get through. We get this guy out of prison. We go on the plane. We go up. Just like, right, okay, we're just going to jump out. You go fly the plane off to victory. Boom, boom, boom. We've done it. We're flying in. We're like, yeah, skydiving. Just like, yeah, we've done it, lads. We got it. And then it says, heist failed. As the guy who we saved from prison died. So then we had to clear out the prison. Again! We had to go in the prison bus. Again! We had to go non-stealthy. Again! We had to get him in an armoured truck. We had to get him back on the plane. Only to find out that we had to get rid of the fighter jets on us. How are we supposed to get rid of the fighter jets? Thankfully, our pilot, who I'm going to call for the safety of his identification, I'm going to call him Harry Leslie Dykes. And Harry Leslie Dykes, he's actually a pretty good pilot. Who he may not or may not be called Harry Leslie Dykes, he's a pretty good pilot, and he actually, you know, got rid of the fighter jets. He, you know, fair play to him. If may or may not be Harry Dykes, if you're listening, sorry, may or may not be Harry Leslie Dykes, if you're watching this, you know, shout out to you. Also, shout out to. What's it called? Shout out to LNAR Fan 4472. So, sorry about that. I'm just uncomposing myself. So yeah, then we get rid of it. We fly out, and then we finally get our payout. And then we're just like, do the rest of the heist really set the tone for this? And I really hoped it didn't. You know, it came along. We did a few jobs. We did the humane raid, which was actually pretty decent, I thought, because of the fact that it had a decent concept. You know, we came in with, which was pretty annoying. We came in with glow in the dark glasses. We came in with night vision. So we just thought that we'd be able to smash the guards. No, they had night vision as well. Oh, of course, because Because all humane labs, they just have night vision goggles just lying around, of course. And no, they don't have them just for the scientists. They have them for the whole entire fucking army, of course. But we do get that, we get through it, and we complete that one. Series A with Trevor. Yeah, you do a heist for him. That's a very forgettable heist. I actually can't remember. I remember the final heist and the fact that we was trying to get cocaine off people, and the fact that he just basically got fucked over. I remember that. It was basically a crap heist. And then the Pacific Standard job. Now, the setup, we did the setup, we got it all done, even though Lester looked like a fucking bellend at the end of all of it. So we just, right, we're going to get this done, we're going to get heist done, we're going to get all the bonuses, and then we get through, we go on in, and, it's actually pretty good, the setup, because of the fact that you have to go in as bin men. You have to, that was on the Series A, that's actually the only thing I remember in the Series A, setup is that the fact that you have to do bin men, a role where you're bin men, and one of our guys who, to protect the identity of him, I'm gonna change his name, so let's just call him Danny Dashty, 420 Dashers. So 420 Dashers, he has a running race as one of the bin men with may or may not be Nick Turner. So they have a running race, and and 420 Dashers gets run over. It was very hilarious. That's all I remember from the heist. That's how bad it was. And the Pacific Standard job, at the end of it, we did the raid, we got in, we did the demolition good enough, we did the we got the banks, we collected the money, we did that good job. But the amount of times we got shot to the point in which the money just wasn't good value because of the fact that we quick restarted instead of just starting the entire heist again. And the thing is, the money doesn't go back to 1,250 because we do it on hard. It doesn't go to 1,250,000. It doesn't go back to that. It just stays at where it was. So if you lose if you lose 100 grand, it will stay as 1,150,000. And we just ended up losing an absolute fuck ton of money because of it. And also the getaway vehicles were fucking shit. The bloody care bikes. Oh, cash. Yeah, they were real good. No, they were so good. You would crash into a tree and die. So then you'd have to restart the whole heist again with the care bikes. Oh, cash. Because we all like fucking care bikes, don't we? Fucking, yeah, we all want to be Formula 1 drivers with bloody cash. So we just use our own initiative and grab an armoured vehicle. Do that if you do the heist. Just grab an armoured vehicle, whoever's got the money, stay in the back and hold X all the way there. Change vehicles when you've lost the police, when you go to one of the checkpoints because you're not going to be able to get over the hills and the mountains. And then don't do the last bit where you're supposed to go with your car bikes. You're supposed to go off the mountain and parachute down. The amount of time that myself and Mr. 420 Dashers, the amount of times that we crashed down that cliff because our parachutes weren't fit enough to go down a fucking mountain just was absolutely ridiculous. And I know this is nearly 50 minutes long. I've still got 3 more games to talk about. So pause the video and get some more snacks. Anyway, so there's actually this new system. It's not a new system, but there's this better system. You just go down the mountain. You can just drive down to the boat. You don't have to go down the cliffs. You don't have to kill yourself, basically. So then you don't have to do the journey all over again. And also lose money in the process. I'm looking out for you guys. And you look out for me as well. You can look out for me by subscribing, if you're wondering. So, GTA in a nutshell. Improve the bloody online. And it's a thing, really, that the single player gameplay will be better than the online gameplay. It should be good both ways, okay? Rockstar, if you're listening, at least make these suggestions. It's just a suggestion. Now, coming on to the next game. I bet you're just like, oh, fucking finally, he's done with GTA. Next game. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is actually one of the best Assassin's Creed games I've actually ever played. However, there are some fucking bollocks moments in it. It's not the fact that the bollocks with GTA where it pisses me off. It just makes me laugh because it's so fucking bullshit. Right. It's a good game. It's nice that the fact that you're a pirate and you plunder ships and stuff like that. You go in and you go across over to take on ships and steal their cargo, and you can sell it off to get more money and profits and upgrade your ship. There's also missions that actually to do with Assassin's Creed instead of just pirating. So the only thing that I will say is absolute bollocks about this game: legendary ships. I would say, need I say more? But I am going to say more because of the fact that you're probably wondering legendary ships. I'd rather hear from you than some other geezer who probably knows a lot more about legendary ships. Well, legendary ships are the massive fuck-off ships that are put on the four corners of the map. And they all have basically nice upgraded weapons and stuff like that. And I remember in one mission, we just basically took out a man o' war. Like, we just plowed through it, just like that man o' war, one of the big, like, heavy, big, like, the Navy would use these boats. They would use them, and we just like, bitch, please, sit down. We, no chance against us. So I just thought, we just plundered the fuck out of that man o' war. Why don't we go for one of those legendary ships? So, being the man that I am, the gambling man, we gotta go for the big guns. We're gonna be smashing them up day in, day out. Cause I'm a bad motherfucker and you know this. But the pussy ass members of the black community won't show this. Got out of that. So you go over to the legendary ship. This was one that I can't remember the name, but I believe it was something like the HMS Pride. No, the HMS Prince. That was the name of it. It was on the bottom right of the map, and if you just go onto it head on, the amount of fucking bollocks that goes on. Because what you're supposed to do is, if you just go like regular ships, say like this is the legendary ship and this is your ship. If you're just going along together side by side, just firing cannons at each other, their fucking cannons are fucking bollocks. It's just pow, lost a full bar of life, and I've got maximum upgraded hull. I went down in a fucking diving bell to go get the plans for a maximum hull. Yeah, I know it's a hull. It's the armor, basically the maximum health for a boat, and we go down in minutes. So I just think, right, okay, new tactics, right. Apparently what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go behind the boat, the legendary boat, so that's right and wrong, and you just basically smash its back ass until it's got 25% left. Then you, boom, move around to the side of the ship, and then when that's basically just weakened, alright, I'm going to have you for this. Oh, wait, but I have basically the same amount of power as you do, so, pow! Boom, son. That's the way it's going down. Except it isn't. Because when I was basically just going behind the legendary ship, it was doing its fucking best to get the fuck out of the way. And it does things that the game knows that you can't do on your own. Because apparently this ship, it can use motors, and it can take out and it can use its broadside cannons all at the same time. Right. I'll grab my fucking controller, right? To use motors, you use this button, and then you will use a monocle, so you won't be able to see much, and mobility will be taken down, so then that you can be able to aim your mortars. So basically, you can't even use your mortars and move properly at the same time like they can. And, oh, you want to use your broadside cannons? No, because of the fact that you're using your mortar. Why would you want to use your broadside cannons? Well, they have it, so why can I? Because you're the player and your job is to get fucked. That's why. All of this for 10 grand on the game, which is a lot of money, to be fair, on that game. It's not a lot of money on GTA, but it's a lot of money on Black Flag. It can get you some bare upgrades, but I can just plunder a warehouse for that. I just wanted to get it for my because there's this thing like called Kenway's Fleet where you can basically just destroy ships in other countries, but you don't have to do all the ships. You just have to, if there's a ship you plundered, they do the job for you, and it's actually pretty good, to be fair. It's one of my favourite mini games, but it's fucking it is a bitch, and the fact that when you go into it immediately, it's just a nice sunny day. Next thing you know, dark grey sky, fog, storm, so everything goes against rogue wave on your side, so you have to turn. And by the way you're going up the rogue wave, the mortars are coming towards you, so you have to dodge the mortars and go up the rogue wave. But if you go sideways, the rogue wave will get you and you lose some crew. And this does not affect the legendary ship. Rogue wave, legendary ship, 0 fucks given. That's what happens. So just fuck them. I can't wait until I get the challenges, and then I'll be able to access the cheats, in which I will royally fuck them over. Fine, smack down, get out of my face. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. But in the meantime, I can only just watch in disgrace. And actually, that game was the reason why I made this video, so please, thank Ubisoft. And by the way, I don't have Assassin's Creed Unity, as I heard that was shit. So, yeah. Moving on. Ooh, 2 left. I have a lot to say about these 2. First one. It's a piece of fucking shit. WWE 2K15. One of the first WWE games to have that crappy logo, to have the WWE Network logo on it. Just get the fuck out of here, come on. Just like, I've got the WWE Network. I didn't have the WWE Network for a year. An entire year. When it was released in America, it was like, oh yeah, WWE Network is here. Oh, you must get it for just $9.99. And I could talk about the WWE Network, but that's not important. And yeah, the gameplay is good. The graphics are absolutely amazing. The crowd mechanics actually look really good. The only thing that I'll say that is a mistake is that the fact that when you're on the top rope and you miss, all the fans will like stand up like that. I think they're meant to do that, but they all do that, and just something to improve on 2K. And no. Oh, thank God! I thought the recording stopped then. Jesus Christ, it would have stopped. 57 minutes of footage. Thank God it didn't. And yeah, so that was annoying. And what else was there? Oh, yes. There was, I can't remember what it was. I think it's the 2K Showcase, I think it was called. I can't remember the name of it. It basically, what this had for like ages was, it had like a certain, on WWE13 it had the Attitude Era mode, which was amazing. I loved that game. You got to relive moments from the Attitude Era, and it was really great. And then there was 30 years of WrestleMania mode, just like you can relive all the 29 WrestleManias, all the greatest of matches, which I thought, well, yeah, it was really good. I actually made a video about it, as you already know, but some of the matches I would have, probably have expected to probably be in instead of other matches, like WrestleMania 20, for instance, Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit, Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I'm sure that was probably the best matches of the night instead of Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, if you get what I mean. And yeah, and so this one, what was this going to show? It showed. I saw a forum which had the greatest rivalries in WWE history, which I thought Genius. I'll be able to live Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. I'll be able to relive Triple DX versus the Nation of Domination. I'll be able to relive anything. John Cena versus any of his rivals. Edge, Randy Orton, any of them. I'll be able to relive them, and I will be happy doing so. Apart from the fact that they only picked 2. You could get more for DLC, but you have to pay, obviously. You know, you can't just have it on the game itself. DLC just annoys me. And the 2 rivalries was Triple H and Shawn Michaels, which I understand. That was one of the best rivalries of its time. That was amazing. That was an amazing rivalry. Probably not, you know, it was definitely a good rivalry, but, you know, I'd probably expect something else from that time period. Probably, you know. And the next one, John Cena versus CM Punk. Now, don't get me wrong, that was also a great rivalry. That, you know, we got to relive a couple of great matches, but it was kind of an era in which WWE was kind of falling. It came from fantastic, amazing rivalries, just week in, week out, to just big mistakes they made with their big superstars, putting them in the wrong circumstances and bringing back the old guys to do other things. But obviously this is nothing to do with the game, obviously. And I think if you would ask John Cena today, I don't think he would say that CM Punk was one of his best rivalries. So I think that they would, I would definitely pick something else. Don't get me wrong, good rivalry. I don't know what they had for DLC, but all I remember is it featured Christian, and it didn't feature Edge. So, you know, Christian's only good rivalries with Edge and the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. You know, a triple triangle ladder match, which we don't have yet. Another thing as well, next generation of consoles. THQ said on WWE 12, they said when there was questioned how many people that they would be able to fit in the ring, like 8 people or 10 people. The guy who was interviewing said that they could fit 16 people in the ring. And he said, now that's going to go for technical complications because the fact that with the graphics and with the stature of the game, which is fair enough. And he said we're probably going to have to wait for the next generation of consoles. And the next generation of consoles have come, and there's only 6 players. Now, granted the fact that this game was also released on current gen, so that's fair enough. But the next game, there better be 8 people in that bloody ring, or else. But the main reason why I put this at number 2, the career mode. Like Superstar, I can't remember what it was called, but boy, did I absolutely hate it. You basically make your own superstar, and you can have, you know, their career go out, and you can basically be a WWE superstar. Everyone's dream. So you start off at NXT. NXT is really good because of the fact that you rise up and you do really well, and you fight all these guys, and even some created superstars that you never heard of. And you meet a couple of twats along the way, Baron Blade, for instance. And, you know, and William Regal is a really nice general manager. He gives you shots, you know, just like, you know, you need to prove yourself. And he gives you tips. And then you take on the NXT champion. And I took him on. I didn't beat him the first time, but I beat him the second time. But I had some fantastic matches on NXT. And then they immediately put me to Superstars, I don't think I should be on no, they took me to main event, sorry, and I thought I shouldn't be on main event. I'm the NXT champion. At least let me lose the NXT title first before I go on to main event first. And they wouldn't. They would just say, like, oh, you can go into a dark match, you can go into a tune-up match, or you can defend the NXT title. But if you pick the dark match and tune-up match, we would strip you from the title. And the
2 minutes.
Okay. Probably should finish up this video, but, you know, for you guys, I'm gonna keep the passion going. So, you know, and, you know, but do you want to go for bigger and better things? No, I want to defend the NXT title on NXT. It is their show. The people in Orlando come to see me, the champ. And they want to see me run riot every week to any motherfucker that would think that they'd be able to beat me. And they wouldn't. smack him left, right, and centre. Nobody would be able to beat me until I thought, maybe you know, it just said that, you know, if you want to keep the title, you're gonna have to defend it on main event. And I don't want to lose the title that way. I want to defend it on NXT, but you can't bloody say that to them because it's a game. You can't just. And then when you go on to that particular predicament, it just takes on like some geezer. And when I come, basically, I've made the perfect plan. Basically, what I would do is, as the champion, if I had to defend it on another show, which I didn't agree with, I would then go out the ring, count myself out, so then I would still have the championship, and I could survive to next week. The only thing is, Vicky Guerrero does not appreciate that. She says that that match was an absolute disaster, and she thinks that was one of the worst matches. And it actually says like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5 stars, disaster, which I thought was pretty funny at the time when I did get it. But and she was just relentless. Next week, you either defend it or, you know, you get stripped of it. And I just thought, bloody hell, I want to get to the WWE Championship, but I at least want to lose this fairly. I at least want to go on NXT and defend it and wait for my time. And then, so then I just eventually give in and I just, right, okay, I'll go for a tune-up match and just strip myself of the title. Just, I might as well. And then when you go for a tune-up match, yeah. 1 minute. Yeah. Right. Oh, pizza. In the oven. And another coffee as well. Got bloody 3 cups up here. Right, not even finished the bloody video. Okay, so. So yeah, I eventually give in. I go for a tune-up match. And yeah, I do pretty good, but the thing is, it was just the same thing every week. It was just, I've got nothing tuned up, I've got nothing lined up for you, so you might as well do this. And after about a year, you get to pick a pay-per-view that you want to compete in. You won't be able to pick the big ones first. You have to have a certain amount of social media followers, and the social media is absolute bollocks on this. It's just the wrestlers put on the worst things, and you know. So then when I was in main event and when I was in the underbelly of WWE, basically the lower leagues, the crap department, and I just thought, why am I here? I was NXT champion and now I'm shit. I'm among shit. And yeah, you just take on all the other shit wrestlers as well in main event, and it just gets depressing. And I remember just thinking, right, when I'm WWE champion, I'm gonna have these different things. I'm gonna have like things on my shirt saying who I've beaten for the WWE championship and who haven't beaten me. And you know, I'll be on the top because it always notifies you who's in the main event of the pay-per-views. And I'm just like, that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna do every single pay-per-view event so all the other wrestlers can go fuck themselves. And then it just so then. You know, it was just the same thing. I've got nothing lined up for you. And you could go, and then eventually I got enough I got social media followers. I then was on to WWE Superstars, the worst program in history. For those of you who don't know, WWE Superstars was made, it was supposed to be like a brand thing. The fact that when Raw and SmackDown was a brand extension. They actually put, so I thought that they was going to put some of the big wrestlers together so then you'd be able to see them collide, but it just wasn't like that. It was just the lower league cards who I've never heard of, or just don't usually get matchups, and it was boring. It was kind of like Thunder for WCW. It was kind of like Thunder. Boy, will the WWE hate me for saying that. So I didn't want to be on Superstars. I showed no emotion for Superstars. I did not give a shit. I wanted to get the fuck out of there. So then I was on SmackDown. You know, and SmackDown, it was actually rising. It was actually pretty good. You know, I got a couple of good thingies, but it was still the same thing. It was just, I've got nothing lined up for you. And then I just thought, oh, SmackDown's a hellhole, just like Superstars and Main Event. Just like, come, just get me out of here, man. Just, I want to go to Monday Night Raw. And then it said, you could have a World Heavyweight opportunity. And I just thought, I did end up winning it. I beat Randy Orton for it, but I just, yeah. You know, it makes, I got that, and then I was on Monday Night Raw, and I just thought, well, I could keep the World Heavyweight Championship, but to be honest, I'd rather have the WWE Championship. So I stripped that immediately, and then next thing you know, Vicky Guerrero immediately comes, I've got nothing lined up for you. On Monday Night Raw, I thought I made it to the promised land. So then, I just got into some shitty rivalries. Baron Blade is such an asshole. My brother asked me a question earlier on. If there was a couple of people that you would like to punch, fiction or non-fiction, Baron Blade would be on that fucking list, the twat. Just fucking pal. Get that fuck out of WWE, you garbage piece of shit. And the fact is, Triple H bums over him so much. It's like, ooh, Baron Blade is definitely one of the next generation of superstars. Ooh, is he shite? He never even wins he never won a match. We was paired together in a tag team when we was having one of the rivalries. We was paired together as a tag team against another tag team, and I purposely put myself in and didn't tag him in, so I won it by myself. In the event of, if he goes on social media and says, the only reason we won today was all me, you did none of the work, I would immediately be able to go Carl Pilkington on his ass and go, bullshit. But unfortunately, when I beat, I think it was I had no idea what the tag team was, but we beat them. I beat them. Baron Blade did absolutely nothing. It actually showed a handshake cutscene at the end. So I thought there was a mutual respect there. No, he goes on social media. Oh, I did all the hard work. I'm going to beat you. Yeah, I'm a wanker. Baron Blade. Fucking dick. God, I hate Baron Blade. So then when it comes on to Monday Night Raw, you actually get SummerSlam. I actually got a chance. I got a title opportunity of dreams. Something that I've been waiting for so long. And, it would say, right, you need to prove to me. Alright, okay, I will. I'll prove to it in this match. 5-star matchup. Triple H goes, alright, good victory. Yeah. And then, you're going to have to prove it to me in this one. 5-star matchup. Boom. Proved it to you. Prove it to me in the next match. Okay? It just seems like 5-star matchups doesn't do anything, so I'll just beat him. I absolutely destroyed him. Triple H goes, right, you are trying to prove it to me. You've got a number 1 contender shot, and it's against the champion. If you beat him, you will have an opportunity at SummerSlam. I promise you. Remember those words. So then, yep, CM Punk, I absolutely destroy him. Just like, yes, I'm going to have a chance at the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. I'm going to be at the top. I'm going to be the one, the only WWE Champion in the business. I was so excited for it. And SummerSlam came along. I was like, oh, man, I'm pumped for this match. I'm ready to beat the fuck out of CM Punk. And then I get a social media tweet from Triple H saying, look, Danny Hawkins, if you win this match, I promise you that in the future you will get a WWE Championship opportunity. I promise you, you will get one in the future. Not tonight, the one that you promised me for SummerSlam. Just thought, no, it's the thing that I ain't. I now have to do again. So basically Monday Night Raw meant absolutely nothing. And SummerSlam, I have to beat CM Punk to possibly get a title shot. So then, okay, fine. I will go with your bullshitality. I know, new word. So, I beat Punk at SummerSlam. You know, the guy celebrates. It's like, yeah. And then next week, I've got nothing planned for you. Vicky Guerrero says, I've got nothing planned for you. You can do a tune-up match or a dark match. Will I ever leave this bullshit? And it got frustrating. Until the Royal Rumble, 7 years into my career, I finally get a chance to enter the Royal Rumble. After 7 years, I've won the NXT Championship. I've won the World Heavyweight Championship. I've done so good that I might have to turn on the big lights to show that I am the best. No, not for these guys. Not for these guys. No, you have to earn it some more. You know, yeah, you have to win the Royal Rumble. I was guaranteed a place. Has that just been forgotten? Yes, it has. I have to go into the Royal Rumble. But I was happy because I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. And I think one reason why I wasn't in the Royal Rumble before, I think it was that they might be scared that you're a rookie and you might actually win it. And yeah, something like that. So, yeah. As it turns out, I get number 27, which has had more Royal Rumble winners than any other number, because I earned that spot, and then I won the Royal Rumble. Quite happy about that, and yeah, I got a shot at WrestleMania. But the next week on Monday Night Raw, what does CM Punk say to me? CM Punk says, "You don't deserve that title shot." He said, "Yeah, you don't deserve that title shot. Throwing people over the ropes does not make you number one contender." Except, it kinda does. It's what they have been doing since 1998. Look it up, CM Punk. Look it up. Because I have earned this spot, and I'm going to be WWE Champion. So, fuck you. Yeah, so, okay. And then, when it comes to Raw, I'm expecting the usual. I've got nothing planned for you, so you can do whatever you want. I get a tweet from from CM Punk saying, "I spoke to Vicky, and she agrees with me, and she is having a number one contender match with you and me." So Vicky Guerrero is shitting on the tradition of WWE, and just basically, "No, Royal Rumble, fuck you. That's not real. You are not the number one contender. If you want to be the number one contender, you have to." She is basically putting my Royal Rumble contender match on the line. I mean, yeah, I win the match, but I was very offended at the fact that she just threw away a tradition, a long-line tradition. It's one of the big pay-per-view events, the Royal Rumble, that I ain't, and it's just being thrown away as if it's nothing. Just come on, Vicky, man the fuck up. Act like a fucking manager. Just, you know, and if Vicky Guerrero, if this was real, I would have been the first male to punch a female manager, because she fucking deserves it. She fucking deserves it. And I, get it. And then after Elimination Chamber, John Cena says to me, "Oh, it's good that the fact that it seems like we're going to be at WrestleMania. I actually respect you," which is fair enough. John Cena would actually say that, and I was, at least someone's at least giving me respect around here. And then he says, like a couple of weeks coming on, he says, "It's my destiny to win at this Royal Rumble." Is it shit? You've been it's like 2017, 2020, 2022. You'd expect his destiny to have shown up by now. Just, it was his destiny to beat me. I'm sure it's probably my destiny to beat him. So when it came to the WrestleMania matchup, I was like, right, okay, this is John Cena. He isn't going to fuck around, so I best get ready for this. Come on, boom, 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 let's go. So then, I do the usual moves, bang, bang, boom, ding, pong, boom, ping, it's Danny Hawkins. Of course, I do and then my special move, the STO, I do that, and then we all know what's coming next. Demon to John Cena, but I pin him quickly because I know he's going to kick out, and I'm like, right, get ready for this, right, because he's going to kick out. I best be ready to be on him like a boss. So yeah, I go for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's over? Wait, what? I won. That's it. I was speechless. I thought, well, Mister, it's my destiny to win. I thought that he would actually put up a good, decent fight. That was a terrible main event. Nevertheless, I'm the WWE champion. I'm at the top. Yes, DaGiNGeR42. Demon Danny Hawkins running supreme on WWE, and he's going to main event for the next 20 odd years or so. And boy, I was looking forward to career mode after that, until it says moving on, and then it takes me to 2030, where I'd been 15 years, and then Triple H says that Danny Hawkins is a definite legend at this club. At WWE, he is among the likes with John Cena, Randy Orton, Hulk Hogan. It's just like, yeah, because John Cena and Randy Orton are legends out there. Just they are future legends, but they're not legends yet. Just like, yeah, so I was just like, you've skipped that long in my career. The bit I was looking forward to was taken away from me. But I thought, okay, but at least I still got the WWE title. Look into my character. I don't have the WWE title. The thing I was looking forward to the most in this game was taken away from me. And then it says the questioning Vicky Guerrero asking me, you're on the brink of retirement. Who do you want to take on in your last match? And you have an option. You can either have, give one of the youngsters a go, or take on one of the NXT rookies and make them look good. William Regal actually did that for me, so I thought maybe following his footsteps. And then there was also have a 5-star matchup with Daniel Bryan, and I thought, well, I'm not going to have a 5-star matchup with him because, like John Cena, he didn't turn up to his 5-star match, so I don't think I'm going to have a 5-star match with him. Or take on your rival Baron Blade. And I thought, third one, I want to smash Baron Blade for the last time, so he can never say that he beat Danny Hawkins. The amount of times that he said, I'm there, I'm the best in the world, I'm the greatest wrestler ever, even though I've never won the WWE title and I've never even won a match before, but I'm still good. Fucking twat. So, and then next thing you know, guess who comes crawling along? Vicky Guerrero. I've got nothing planned for you, so you can choose what you want. You can go to a dark match or a tune-up match. So, you have taken something I was looking forward to, the greatest thing that I was hoping to.
No, you don't have your title yet.
No, I don't.
Right.
The thing that I was looking forward to the most, and you put me back to the bullshit I was trying to get out of. Just, why? The thing that I was looking for Vicky Guerrero, you're in a storyline every single week. I was in the main event every single week. The worst thing was I picked the dark match, and it was with Mark Henry. Mark Henry. Now, the year was 2030. In the year 2030. In 2030, I will be 33 years old. Now, in the WWE, 33, you still got a couple of years left on you, man. You're not going to retire just yet. Mark Henry, he's in his fucking 60s. He should be long gone. He should be out of the business. He should not even be here. But he is. He's ready to take on a dark match with you. And I'm not the WWE champion, and I just turned off my PS4 and just fucked it off. I have had every single WWE game ever made for PlayStation except for that vehicle deathmatch one, because I just did not care for that one. That is by far the worst one. Shame on you, 2K. Shame on you, WWE, for actually making this monstrosity a real thing. And shame on you for the fact that next gen you didn't even get the NXT mode. Is that, just so then we can get current gen sales? Because we want more money. Buy the WWE Network. Fucking shit. And last, definitely least, FIFA 15. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? Let's take it from the start, where the demo was out and FIFA 14 was the game that everyone was playing. FIFA 14 was practically fucked. It was basically the worst game ever. So everyone was like, oh my god, FIFA 15 demo is out. Is it going to be better? It was better. The gameplay was better, the graphics were better, the presentation looks way better, and it looks pretty good, and the AI was good, but we all knew that this didn't matter, because of the fact is, it doesn't matter about how good the demo is, it's how good the actual game is. And though it is better than FIFA 14, it is still shit. The gameplay, I'll get onto the gameplay later on, but the presentation, yes, has been improved, but let's be honest, we don't give a shit about it. I'm just wondering, bloody hell, 1 hour 24, bloody... Yeah. I bet you're enjoying yourself, Harry Trivet, high as fuck, and you're probably the only one that's actually watching it this far. So, yeah, just, I don't even know where to begin on this game. I'll just, yeah, the presentation, it's good, it's better, but let's be honest, we don't give a shit about it. We don't give a shit about the presentation. We give it like the first time we see it, but the like 50th time we see it, we generally don't give it. We just skip it. It's like if you're a cunt who watches the cutscenes because of the presentation, get out. Just leave, please. And yeah. So the game modes, career mode, career mode. I'll put this down so I don't want to smash it. I'll actually put them all away because that's the final game. I won't put them away. I'll do it as a final thing. But ultimate, career mode, it's not improving. Then the career mode is not a game mode where they can make money off. So they are not gonna bother. They're just gonna update the squad, update the scouting system, which I absolutely hate because of the fact that they don't tell us the overalls of the players. So there might be a youth star that's one for the future. He's actually 55 overall. He's absolute dog shite. Fuck you, reporters. I've just paid 10 million for him. Don't care. Why are you here? Fuck you. And the amount of fucking drama that is based in your team. It's just, ooh, Montalivo has rejected your contract. Even though he asked for it. Yeah? Right, in my AC Milan career mode, I went for Montalivo, he said, oh, I need to rise on my wages. Don't have the current funds to rise your wages at the moment, so just wait till we do well in the Champions League. Yes, I got AC Milan to the Champions League, because I'm a player. So Montalivo then goes, right, boss, you're going to have to do something about my wage. If not, then I don't want to stay here anymore. Just like, alright, calm your tits down. I've got the money now. I'll go pay your wage, okay? So you'll be happy. He signs all the other players that complain about their wage as well. They also get their wage. They accept it, except for Montalivo. Montalivo says, oh, about that contract, I've actually decided that I don't want to stay here anymore, and I just feel a little bit unsettled. I'll get back to you. Right, here is a top tip, a DaGiNGeR42 top tip. If that ever happens, make sure you save at the start of every game, and make sure you read your emails before you after you've saved it. Make sure you save it first, then read your emails, because if those emails say it, leave it, go on the save, go on an early save, and then just go onto that player. Don't transfer list him. Don't transfer list him. Just release from contract, because that's what I did to Montalivo. Because if he is a sackless little shit and actually wants to do and feels a bit unsettled about the contract, because he'll just go on and it'll just be a big thing with the media, and they'll say, oh, what's with Montalivo, and just, oh, he wants to leave, and then I'll get stupid bids in, and then the board will interfere for some odd reason. They'll say, oh, he must go, so I'll get a transfer bid from him, and then they'll sell him for a completely stupid price, and then they'll get a bargain. Montalivo will be on the first team, and he'll do isn't really good for them. So the best thing for him is to go to the free agents where he fucking belongs. Get into the fucking job centre and stay out of football, please, you fucking money bagging shit. Sorry, I just had to get that out there. And it just doesn't end up there. Transfers, just, you know, you either use a scout who, you know, sometimes they know what they're doing, but sometimes they, you know, you have to wait like 16 days to just know the transfer value of a player. Just, you know, you can just inquire, but they'll reply 5 days afterwards, and it'll be insanely expensive. I used to buy Harry Kane for 5.4 million. Harry Kane, 5.4 million. That's a bargain of the century. Now they won't say anything. You inquire, 14.5 million. I am not wasting money on. Yeah, Harry Kane is good, but I'm not wasting that money. I'm not wasting tons of money. I'm a money saver. I like a good bargain, but I like a good bargain on a good player. You know, I don't just buy little shits. Okay, and that's just career mode. And also, when you play the AI, God, are they sweaty. It's just, they hold X so much, and it's just hard to play against. And when you tackle them, the ball goes straight to them again. So you have to tackle them like 50 times just to get the ball back. And when they take a shot, if it's on target or not, it's just ping pong between your players. They'll go to a defender, then they'll go to another defender, then they'll go to another defender, go through the keeper's legs and in. True story. Play the game. Play the game yourself. Don't play on it. Play it on world class or legendary. I dare you. You will be fucking pissed. Speaking of fucking pissed, let's talk about Ultimate Team. Where do I begin with this? Now, price ranges is a good idea, because I want coin traders to go get fucked out of here. You know, we already have FIFA points and they're already money laundering about that. We don't need you shit, because everyone has a fuck ton of money, and then you're just taking on like stupid teams. And have you noticed that the stupid teams that you take on are just stupid? I mean, the other day I took on Record Breaker. This guy, Record Breaker Ronaldo. This team was shit. It was just dreadful. And the only reason it was an 8 on rate because he had bronzes on his bench. But for some reason, Record Breaker Ronaldo scores 4 goals. You do realise Inform's team of the seasons, they don't mean anything. It's just an illusion. It's just EA for you. Oh, buy FIFA points and you could get these and they'll be better players. And yeah, it's just something for YouTubers to just flash around. And it should not be in the game, EA. Fuck off. Fix it now. And, playing the game, I don't like to say that scripting exists because it doesn't exist. It's just people exploiting the glitches in the game. And EA, if you don't want to see people, raging, about the game mechanics, fix them. Fix them. Simple. Then your game will get a good reputation. It was so bad that price ranges actually got by PES. Actually bought, people went to PES. YouTubers went to PES instead. Yeah, sure, they came crawling back to FIFA, but I stayed at FIFA. Mainly because of the fact that I couldn't afford PES at the time, and mainly because of the fact that I did not want to. But I can't now, EA have done the perfect thing, where they will be able to beat PES day in and day out. They've introduced women into their side. So now feminists are just gonna walk in here, and if you buy PES because you feel that FIFA is not a better game, if you feel PES is a better game, feminists will just go, whoa, 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 sexist, sexist, sexist. You don't buy a game with women in it? Are you sexist? Are you a member of the Nazi party? Just sexist, sexist, sexist. Course. You're not. You're not. Oh no, it's about EA mechanics. No, it's sexist. He's sexist. And we all know it's going to happen. And another thing is, they've worked on this. They've worked on putting women in the game. There's nothing wrong with it. Women's soccer is really good right now. It's actually, the US women's national team is actually more recognizable than the men's national team. It's one of the best teams in the world. And fair play to them. That's good. They're doing really well. And some female soccer players, or football players, sorry, to be American, will probably kick my ass. Fair play. I'm not questioning that. You guys should be in the game. It's just, there are people out there that are just going to exploit this so much. And we won't be able to make EA fix the game. Because they're putting these guys in. So then PES gets less sales. They're bringing PES down instead of bringing themselves up. They don't care about us. They just want to bring more people to stir the pot. And bring the fan base together. And boy, am I annoyed about that. But yeah, the gameplay mechanics. The amount of shit that happens when you play a game. You're all excited. You're like, yeah, let's get into a game. Let's get on. Goalkeepers. It's just, they make some fucking amazing saves now, but the fact that it'll go through their legs and it'll like bounce off them into the net is just, and I know it happens in real life, but it doesn't happen to inform David De Gea. It doesn't happen to him, or it shouldn't anyways. And and also the referees are fucking assholes. Sun Quan chokes on dick. Sorry, I meant to say. You're fuck. If I see you in real life, you are fucked, my friend. You are fucked. Knuckles will be heading off. I don't have it on me at the moment, but bloody, you're gonna get an iPad to the face if you do. And yeah, most of the time, goals conceded happen in the 45th minute or the 90th minute. For some odd reason, the referees utter shits, as you know. Just Ultimate Team refs, it just seems like they just give away yellow cards as raffle tickets. You just push someone and then yellow card. Push them again, they'll give you a warning so they don't give you a red card, pissing off the other player because of the fact that he should have got a red card, even though it wasn't even a foul in the fucking first place. And sometimes the referees are either too lenient or they're too strict. If you nudge them, like on the edge of the box, yellow card. If they slide tackle you, but you don't get the ball at the end, sometimes they don't give the penalty. I've got many recordings, not obviously on this channel, but I've had many recordings of bollocks goals going in. But I have a solution, friends. How to beat the bullshit. There is a glitch that you can take on where you will never lose again. And EA, I could release this glitch out to the world. And I will keep my word and stay safe if you do one thing. Fix the fucking game so I don't have to. And that has been next generation of consoles. Thank you for watching this very long video. This has been DaGiNGeR42. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, sirs. That appetite is tremendous, so I'm gonna spend this. Trust for some violence because they asked me to end this. Some trouble that I caught because I was noisy. A stranger tried to take advantage because of the kamikaze. It took a swing for my head, thought I faded. Started running for the door, but the fucker never made it. The sound of the 9 went bang, and all over the wall was his motherfucking brain. Cause I'm a ginger you can't sleep on, so set the alarm cause I hit like a motherfucking bomb. I do damage with my 9 in a hand, but the average ginger don't mean I don't understand. I'm from the streets, so therefore, I don't care for the sucker that I down with
the real gingers, the gingers, the gingers, yo. And that's the way the shit gotta go. And then it's something in the time that the 9 wanna leave. I got a 38 hidden up the sleeve, and it's ready to go to war, cause that's what it's here for. I shoot down 1,000,000 gingers and shoot one more. And that's 1,000,001 that couldn't hang with the appetite, cause they wasn't rapping right. So I gotta destroy whoever was standing in my presence, but fucking up the X's appetite for destruction. Oh, put a hurting on your ass, man. Hey, you know, they really degrade you. White folks don't believe that shit, don't believe in cops degrading. Oh, come on, those old people are resisting arrest. Get out, y'all, in the house, y'all, so I can show and flow and let the people know. So why don't you ease on down to the yellow brick road of Yorkshire. But first, let me tell you something. I possess the 10 commandments of the hip-hop thugster, known as a thief and murderer. First one, alibi, ginger with an attitude. Gotta get respect to break your motherfucking neck. Second one, always gotta fuck out of wedlock. I like it when the pussy goes snap, crackle, and pop. Number 3, I'm a gangster fanatic. I smoke any fools try to cause some static. Number 4, here's what's the store. Crazy ass ginger that remains hardcore. 5th one, my killing's just begun. I pulled out my gun, now they keep me on the run. Step 6, kinda tricky. Can't forget that I'm motherfucking chicken shit. So to the woman try to play to eat. By the time I get you 7, you'll be 6 feet deep. Number 8, make no mistake. Move real sneaky and you're bound to catch your prey. 9th one, I gotta be raw. Fuck any brain, watch a man-made law. Last but not least, I must be real. Number 10 is my appetite to kill. Wow.